Hope you enjoy this video walking through the Labway Pitch Lake. And this here is the entrance.
Now, the pitch lake is known as the eighth natural wetland, where it is one of the major components that was what we call transform the transportation from part of the world. Yeah. Because before they began to build roads with pitch, only the major towns and cities had what they call cobblestone streets. Right. When you were traveling from place to place with dirt trails. Where when the wagons, back in the days of horse and carriages, when the horse and carriages ran in dry season, dust was created, in rainy season mud. Where when mud was created, mud holes were created and taken to transport goods and services. But when Sir Walter Raleigh came here in 1595, he saw the indigenous people were using the pits to pave the footpaths through their villages on the shores of their house. And that gave him an idea to build roads with it. But that didn't sell so good with the King and Queen of England. When he went back there, he told them he found this material which he believed had great potential, which he called black gold. They laughed at him. They said he was mad, he was crazy. They put him in prison for a while. Why? And said he wasted the king's time, money, men on ships. And didn't come back with any real treasure. But the Spanish who came here in 1498, who began to use fish to pave the pathways for the horse and carriages to run on. Done deadline. Right. Yeah. Where they began to use it, and when the British saw that, that is what made the British seize the island from the Spanish in 1797. Okay. Seize the island from the Spanish in 1797. Well, they said that before the commercialization of the fish, the area was a cashew and pineapple plantation. This area here. Look, the cashew trees still some of the original cashew trees. But the only thing is that then hundreds of thousands of flowers were due to the change in the global weather. Well, long ago people used to come here and collect thousands of cashew nuts to dry it home and roast it to package it commercially, where they would collect the fruit to make wine, juice, jam, where cashew and guava are two of the fruits that you can use if you suffer from blood iron deficiency instead of buying iron deficiency tablets.
Serious?
Yeah, so you know cashew, I ain't talking about it's between 29 to about 32 feet below sea level. Yeah. So when rainfall, millions of gallons of water accumulate here. If you come here during the rain, that bird is known as the southern lapwing or the black-chested tern, where they make their nest on the ground, where when they have young ones or eggs in the nest, and people go to cruise, they'll start making that sound and get airborne and fly into here. They actually have spike on both sides of the wing where they fly into spike if you go to close to the nest. Yeah? Yeah. See my assistant here. So you're going in the center of the lake where the water would have the highest concentration of it. Clean wood. This plantation, this grass was a seed of type of farm grass they call it, where we just call it alligator grass or swamp tree, where it's actually a papyrus grass. We just said the Egyptians were to make the old paper. Where they still use paper, mats, blinds, hats, handbags, even rope. Let's take a closer shot of this water. pitch lake in the world where they mine pitch. Yeah, there's one in Maracaibo in Venezuela. It's not considered as commercial quality. See, where around there lies one of Venezuela's largest oil fields. This is the oil field. You have these storage tanks like in Puerto. The oil rigs, pumping jacks and so on, but they kept down those wells because they began to drill oil from back in the late 1800s. So the pump, those were they pumped out and they kept them down to the industrial estate where our company build roads and do heavy construction called Namalco. Yeah. That I want one of their yard there. So you have well services our yard there. You have a company called Kaiser, I think that works. As dry season comes in, the water will evaporate. These areas will close enough for the track. So again, expansion and contraction taking place. Well, you will notice down in the corner, down in that one there, you notice a lot of black ones of them just on the surface. They hang around here because this draws the heat of the sun towards it where the wind blows the heat waves into the atmosphere, creating cold currents, making it very easy for them to land and glide and take off here. There's no cool. So we're going more to the center. You notice how this water looking at it in color? Trillions of them all over. Now where the gas pressure is not enough to burst through this top skin. This top skin, the only Europeans would have called it elephant skin or the protective layer, which is baked by the heat of the sun forming a protection. Well, as they say, asphalt for me has been used in nearly every major continent. Because when they first used it, not a pure plastic natural, but much cheaper. This is the immediate area where they are shot, or the mine come and everything. But when you have the from the oil, you see it where you can take pitch from down the side of the river, down by the main vein, which is in a semi-liquid state. Which would then take it to the stockpiling area, load it onto those rail cars or buckets, but I have 6 hand fans on what we call the stills of the oil. Back here because it's easier than putting this and for that spinning all that container. Can die. Look, you see here, you have it under the water here, just as you have it on top of the surface. This is why when you come in here, you have to know where you're going. You can't just come out here and jump into any pool of water, and you cannot walk anywhere. You'd end up to your knee, sometimes up to your ankle in liquid. I will call it a bubble. Where this is what, now plenty Trinidadians not aware that the pitch lake is what helped to create the oil industry. When whales began to become scarce, whales were the main source for oil reserves and stores back in the 14, 15, 16, 17 and early 1800s. So they were hunting whales for quite a few hundred years. Whales began to become scarce. They needed an alternative for whale. Where the King of England at that time, he ordered the businessmen who had the mining operation, which was Stallmeyer and Admiral Cochrane, and they come up and they experimented and made it with kerosene. Now, because it became an industry where you're refining kerosene to sell, and then with experimentation they realized you could make lighter burning fuels such as aviation fuel, which is a high grade of kerosene, petrol, diesel and other byproducts from the oil. Oil, and you won't believe that is not taught in school, but it is known in history. Because back in those days, electricity was not invented yet. This one kind of thick. At that time, you meet it in areas where it's flowing very thin.
Yeah.
But it's a very thick grade of crude oil. They call it natural tar or natural bitumen. So this is not taken from here. What they mine is the solid one. They don't mine.
So it has big pools there right under there.
Yeah. The gas pressures pushing it in a vertical upward direction. Where actually, it's said deep underneath has reservoirs of oil and so forth under the ground. Sting or something like that, you get on the outside.
That's the same thing I have.
Where you see these people bathing here is the high concentration sulfur pools where you find this point in the center of the lake, where the water would have the highest concentration of minerals and sulfur, where people would come and bathe in it for sores, eczemas on the skin, and rashes, even scalp infections and so on, where they would bathe in this for that type of those type of things. Where the pitch lake is a wide expanse where it's about 285 feet at its deepest point in the center, where this cone shape is wide on the surface, but as it goes down to the earth, it narrows down into a thin sharp point where it extends from here all through the village of Lovebury and Trinidad.
Sure thing.
Okay, people, thanks for taking the time to take a visit to the pitch lake. You're always welcome.
And visit Mr. Neil. Ask for Mr. Neil.